Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tammy and this is Happiness Created. Today's video is so much fun. It's part of the Craftaholic collab. A bunch of us ladies got together and wanted to do this really fun playlist. Now, C from CJ DIY is the one that put it all together, but she doesn't like to get credit for anything. So just, you know, but she doesn't have to know that I told you. So anyway, there's a really great playlist, which I will have linked down below. Make sure you go check out the playlist and let everybody know that I sent you. Now let's get into the DIYs. DIY number 1. I found these signs at the Dollar Tree. I'd never seen them before, and 2 of the crate signs, or palette signs, I should say. And I took my black folk art chalk paint and I gave the back of these signs 1 coat. And I'm also giving the palette signs 1 coat all over it. Then I'm taking some of the white Waverly chalk paint and I'm just doing a pretty heavy dry brushing on the chalkboard part of the sign and the palettes. Oh my good grief, I can't talk. So anyways, once I get all of that done, I have some of these transfers from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to pick out a few that I would like to use. Now I thought that the white chalk paint would bring out more of the transfer, and you can see it pretty well in person, but on video it doesn't really look that pronounced. So anyway, I'm taking the palette sign and I use some wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm going to just attach them to either side of the back of each of the signs. So basically I'm making like a crate. Once I got those all attached, I just cut a piece of the foam board from the Dollar Tree, just big enough to cover the bottom of the crate. Now it's not completely covered, but it does give it a base to put stuff in. And then once I got it all glued down, I'm just going to take some more of that black chalk paint and I'm just going to give it 1 coat all the way around on the outside of the crate as well as the inside. And then I just take some more of the rub-on transfers and I just place them all around the side, like on the palette sign of this crate. And that's it for this one. I did put a couple of leaves on the buffalo check, you can see right there. And that's one side, and then I'm just gonna swing it on over to the other side. And I did put that same welcome, welcome home, on both sides of the crates, or both ends of the crate. I think it came out super cute. Let me know what you guys think. DIY number 2. So I pulled out 3 of those bamboo cutting boards from my stash, and then I just got these awesome IOD stamps. I've never used like real true stamps before, and this was pretty cool, I have to admit. So I'm taking some of my white Waverly chalk paint and I am doing a pretty heavy dry brushing on all 3 of the cutting boards. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take my stamps, and I got this pack of like, I don't know, 20 or 21 different colored inks from Amazon. They're not great quality ink. I'm gonna have to get some great quality ink now because this was so much fun. But anyways, I just took that and I'm going to use that on all of the stamps. Oh, but first I have to tell you, you're supposed to, I think they call it season these stamps before you use it. So you take a very fine sandpaper and just go over it, and I guess it somehow helps to bring all of the detail out. I don't know. I'm not positive how it really works. I just know that it worked. So that's what I did. And then I went over everything with just the little ink pad that I have in black. And check this out. Look at the detail, guys. Oh, I was so excited when I did these. And I know that I'm not completely in frame, and I apologize for that. But I'm really working hard on trying to figure out this what am I trying to say? The view, basically. And with any luck, maybe we'll have some good news soon on that front. But anyways, for now, I have these two little planks. They're the bigger planks. They're sold individually from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to take two of them, and I go around just the edge and paint it with the white Waverly chalk paint. And then I am going to take some wood glue as well as some hot glue, and I'm going to attach them together.
Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you.
And then once that's done, I have some of these giant popsicle sticks from Walmart, and I'm just going to take two of them, and I'm just going to use some wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm just going to attach it to the back of this sign so that it just supports the two pieces together better. Then I'm going to take the 3 cutting boards, and I'm just going to line them up how I would like them to be on these 2 wooden planks. And then I'm going to take some hot glue and some wood glue and attach all 3 of the cutting boards to those 2 pieces of wood.
Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything, as long as I can be here with you. Everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me.
And then once they're all adhered, I have some of that jute cording that I got off of Amazon, and I'm just wrapping it around the edges because I want to hide where the cutting boards and the board itself meet, if that makes any sense. I end up going around 3 times. Yeah, so I do one flat one, another flat one on top of that, and then one kind of angled. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I did anyway. And then once I was done with that, I just took 2 smaller pieces and I tucked the end. I stuffed a little bit of hot glue in the center of like where the 2 boards meet. There was like a little hole where the cording is. So I stuffed some hot glue in there and then the end of the cording. And then I'm just going to send it right across to the other side and do the same thing, just so that you can't see where the cutting boards meet.
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand, look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now, I promise I won't leave your side.
Then once that's done, I'm just taking some more of the Farmhouse transfers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to embellish this sign a little bit.
My side, I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do, I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you.
Then I'm just going to take another piece of that jute cording and I'm going to make a shoestring bow. Woo. And I'm going to attach that to the top center of this sign. And then I do tack the tails down because I don't want it to hide my little cow. And that's it for this one. I love this one so much. I did smudge a couple spots, but you probably can't even tell unless you own these stamps. Then you'll be able to tell, but just don't tell anybody, okay? So anyways, I love how these came out. Let me know what you think. I want to let you know that I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I will have all of those links in my description box down below. Stop on by and say hi. I would love to hear from you. DIY number 3. So I got this picture at Hobby Lobby. It looks like $9.99, but it rang up as $5.99. I'm okay with that. Then I took some fresh granite terracotta paint and I went around the outside edge of the frame. Then I have these 2 different sized mason jars that I got from Woodpecker's Crafts, and I painted those in the white Waverly chalk paint. Then I took some, what did I do? Oh, okay, I know what I did. Sorry, it's been a day, guys. So I have this Chalk Couture transfer. I am no longer selling Chalk Couture, but I have an amazing consultant that I will leave linked down below in case you're interested. I'm going to take some of the black velvet chalk paste and I am going over this transfer. It says the Homestead. I know it's a little hard to see because the background's kind of busy, but in person it looks really beautiful. And then I'm going to take more of that fresh granite terracotta paint, and I'm going over the top of the mason jars to look like the lid of the jars. And I'm doing that with all 3 of them.
I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do, I'll do it.
And then once those are done, I have these gorgeous transfers I got off of Amazon. Now, I have to say they're from Redesign and they are beautiful, but they were not the easiest things to get off, to transfer off the paper onto the jars. Just wanted to clarify that. So anyways, I am just going to add 1 transfer on each of these jars. Once I finally get all of the transfers on, I do take some of my matte Mod Podge and I go over all 3 of the jars just to seal the transfer in.
I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love.
And then I take more of that jute cording and I'm going to wrap it around the top of this jar 3 times to kind of cover where the 2 colors meet. Now, I didn't go far enough down with the gray, but you can see that once I get the cording on, I do just kind of pull it down a little bit and I just add a little bit more of the gray color and nobody will be any wiser.
Give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love. Oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me.
Very easy fix. So then I'm going to flip it over and on the 2 bigger jars, I add 2 of the tumbling tower blocks, 1 on each side. And then for the smaller jar, I add 4. So I stack 2 up and then add those 2 to each side of the jar. I hope I'm making sense. You'll see in just a second. And then once that's all done, I'm just going to hot glue those tumbling tower blocks and the jars right into place. Now, I didn't leave enough space for the smaller one, so I did have to move the blocks that I had on the back, but it still worked out just fine. No problem at all. I just pulled them off. Well, it kind of took a little bit because I used the Gorilla Glue, but anyway, I removed one side and then I just added it a little further in and it was able to sit right in there the way I wanted it.
Tell me what you wanna do.
So then I was just thinking that the white was a little too stark. So I'm taking some more of that fresh granite and I'm just doing a very small, slight, light dry brushing all over the jars and around the face of the frame.
With you.
And then I had some of the jute hangers left over from the 4 different signs that I used. So I decided to take 3 of them and make another shoestring bow for each jar. So I put the small one in the center, the left one off to the left, and you guessed it, the right one off to the right. And then I just took my lighter and I just burned all the little fuzzies off. And that's it for this one. I absolutely love this piece. I think it's so beautiful. I'm so excited for this one. Yeah, I'm gonna be hanging this one up in my house. Let me know what you guys think. I want to thank all of the amazing ladies who have come together to bring you this playlist. You are going to be so thrilled watching this playlist. You're going to be so inspired. Make sure you check out the playlist. Make sure you thank C, because she is the one that put it together, whether she wants to admit it or not. That's another thing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps me out. If you're new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I will see you next time.